Today I'm up here in Legian at the northern end of Legian, southern end of Seminyak at Jalan Cuda. And I'm going to take a walk through the back streets of Legian today and show you what's going on. I haven't been down here for about 15 years, so it's going to be a real eye-opener for me as well. Let's get stuck in. Semangat ya!
Semangat ya bikin kontennya.
Yeah, mantap. I just started off the video with that group of massage ladies because as I was filming the intro, they were calling me over and I thought I'd go and say hello. No thanks. There's lots of massage stuff going on down here. I think it's pretty much how I remember it. Yeah, they were calling me over, so I just went and had a bit of a chat. Thanks. So, I mean, it pretty much looks as it always did to me. Like, this is pretty similar to what I remember it from 15 years ago. You gotta watch out your back here because there's a car behind me, a car coming out. But yeah, pretty much as I remember this particular road, it goes all the way south, so it's sort of a north-south running road, and then it gets into the sort of central part of Legian, and then it changes into a few different roads and gets into Cuda eventually. For me, it was always these back roads that were my favourite roads in Cuda and Legian. They're the places where you can get a little bit sort of, hello. Hey! You do get harassed for motorbikes a lot more now. It used to be cars, now it's motorbikes. They just shout out, bake, bake. Interestingly, I find that these places are just really interesting. The people are down here a little bit interesting as well. There's not a lot going on. It's not really touristy. I mean, there's tourists everywhere, but it's not really touristy, if you know what I mean. It's sort of...
How are you?
Hello.
Yeah. Hi, where are you from?
Australia, where are you from?
Yeah, from Bali, yeah?
Bali mana?
Yeah, Bali, Indonesia.
Tapi daerah mana di Bali?
Oh, di Tuban.
Tuban?
Ya.
Dekat sekali.
Tuban Geria.
Makasih, Pak.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, mari. So a lot of those generic art, well, we call it arts and crafts shops, are still around, selling knickknacks and all range of different arts and crafts and stuff in there. Heaps of those still around. I don't know how they do business these days because I think a lot of that stuff in the past was quite a novelty when we first started coming here. But over time, I don't know if it's just me, but I think most people feel that they just don't want to buy all that stuff anymore. Whereas originally I used to buy heaps of it. I'm not sure what I did with all that stuff. I mean, eventually, you know where it ended up, but, you know, I don't know, it's a bit strange, isn't it? I remember there used to be a hotel along here on the left that I thought was a very good one. Not sure it's still here or not. Looks like it might still be there. I can't remember what it was called. Sue's Cottages, that's the one I remember. Looks good still. That was a long time ago, I remember that place, gee. Still going, it still looks pretty good. Not sure I remember that place so much. Needless to say, it's not the sort of architecture that sort of pleases my eye, but maybe it's just pleasing to your eye or someone else's eye, I don't know. I don't really like that style. I don't even know what style it is. Someone's just made up their own style, I think, haven't they? Now that is a blast from the past, a Jayakarta. That used to be one of the good ones, didn't it? Looks a bit busted up now, like I can see bits of wood panelling and stuff falling off the roofs, and yeah, there's a good paint job, and I don't even, it almost looks like it's not operational, but I think it is in operation. That's a bit weird. That is a big one, big old one, that one. I'm sure it still has a lot of people who love that because they know it from, you know, way back and the same staff are there and you have a bit of a familiarity with a place like that. For the new sort of visitor somewhere like Legian, they probably won't choose that place. You know, it probably needs a bit of a renovation, you know, a bit of a lick of paint. As I was just saying that, I was thinking to myself, you know, we often get quite attached to the places that we love, the locations that we love, the hotels that we love, and even the restaurants and bars that we love. And if someone comes along and doesn't agree with your opinion that that's a great place, we often get a little bit upset. I mean, that's quite normal. So as I was saying that about the Jayakarta, that maybe new people won't like it, I was just thinking there's going to be some people out there that think, no, this is a great place. Everyone will love it. And that's what the beauty of opinions is because everyone has a different one. Pretty warm today, so I've stopped in a place called Cafe Magnum, which is sort of halfway down the road of Jalan Padma Utara. So I'm still on that same road, but sort of changed names halfway down somewhere. Just stopping for a coffee and a bite to eat. It's quite similar really to what it was 15 years ago, a lot of this area. It's not changed a heap. And I think that's the real appeal to a lot of people is that things haven't changed so much here. Like in some other places in Bali, it's changed heaps in 15 years. Decent looking coffee. Let's check it out. Yeah, not bad. Not bad, that coffee. Pretty good coffee, actually. I really like that coffee. There you go, Cafe Magnum. Decent coffee. Got myself some waffles. They look all right, eh? Bit of fruit on there, a few bananas. This is like banana waffles, basically, isn't it? Okay, we're continuing on Jalan Padma Utara. And I believe that hotel looks very familiar to me. That one there, they call it Seven. Is it Seven? I don't know. But it wasn't called that when I stayed there. That was a long time ago as well. That would have been over 15 years ago. I think it was pretty new about 15 years ago, if it's the one I'm thinking of. And it was sort of a budget hotel from memory. I thought it was only like, I don't know, 30 bucks a night or something like that. Yeah, I think it was that one. Bit of a pool in the centre and that sort of stuff. But looks to be being rebranded, I think. As I walk down here, I keep finding myself laughing to myself. You see little signs with, you know, with swear words on there and, you know, Australian sayings and this sort of stuff. And it's a little bit, it's a little bit low class, actually, but it's funny at the same time. I don't know why. It's not like really appealing to me, but I just find myself laughing every now and then at some of the stuff I'm saying. Okay, just come across Wayan.
Yeah,
Wayan's a good guy. Where are you from, Wayan?
I'm from Bali.
Whereabouts in Bali?
Karangasem.
Karangasem?
Yeah.
How long have you been in this area for?
I'm here maybe from, I think, like 8 years ago.
And is your family here or in Karangasem?
Yeah, my family, just my wife in here. My son in Karangasem with my mom.
Oh, yeah. And do you go back home often to see your child?
Must, come back here for 2 weeks and must go
Oh,
home to see my
right.
son.
That's nice. That's really good. That's right. So you're here to earn money?
I get money and back from holiday.
Yeah.
See my
So would you say that you're Marantau here?
rental here, just looking for customer and rental the bike.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes transport bike.
Yeah. And do you ngekos di sini juga?
Ngekos.
Yeah. How much do you pay per month for your costs?
Before I buy on 700 for
Two people?
For 1 month for 2 people.
Oh, that's okay.
For one maybe like 8 or 100.
Do you have air conditioning in that or no?
What that's
AC.
Just kipas angin. What?
Oh yeah. Kipas angin. Yeah,
Kipas
fan.
angin.
Fan. It has a fan. No air conditioning, but a fan.
Yeah.
Ah, right. Okay. Thank you,
Okay,
Wayan. Good to meet you, mate.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
Sampai jumpa ya.
Sampai jumpa.
All right. Yeah, I actually keep getting called out by people to have a bit of a chat, and it's interesting because there's so many nice people around here that I'd love to chat to, but the video would be like about 3 hours long, you know, me chatting to all these people step by step as I go down the road. Just really just friendly people, and they're from all over Bali, not just like the Cuda locals. You know, that guy's from Karangasem, and you've had people, the Bataks, and all sorts of different people around here. That hotel I was thinking of earlier is actually this one here. It's Ibis Styles. I've actually stayed. That's the one I was thinking of when I was talking about hotels earlier. That was the one I was thinking of. I think, I stayed there, 15 years ago. It looks like it needs a bit of a paint job. It was always a budget hotel anyway. But the location was always really, really good. Like this area in Legian is quite central to Legian. It's close enough to the northern end and the southern end. You're not that far from Cuda, and you're not that far from Seminyak. This weather doesn't know whether it wants to rain or be hot and sunny. Like it's changing every 5 minutes between boiling hot and it's just sprinkling a little bit now. Hopefully I don't get done. Even though it looks bright and sunny, I think I'm in trouble here. The wind's starting to pick right up. It is raining now, and in the background there's a big dark cloud that's sort of moving this direction at a great rate of knots, and I'm a bit worried. Hey! Just come off the end of Jalan Padma Utara onto Jalan Padma. I'm going to turn left and right and then get into down to sort of the Cuda road down there. Can't remember what that's called. It's been so long since I've been here that I've forgotten all the road names. It's terrible. Okay, I got the name, Jalan Sahadewa. Isn't this the old garlic lane, or am I off there? If you know, tell me in the comments. Like, there's a lot of people who are a lot more familiar with the gangs of the backstreets here in Legian and Cuda. And I thought this was sort of the old garlic lane, but I'm not quite sure. But anyway, Jalan Sahadewa is the road we're going on. I'm actually intrigued by how busy it is down here. It's really, really got a bit of a vibe and a buzz to it. Much how I remember these sorts of areas in the past. And past couple of times I've been in Cuda, for example, it's been dead quiet. And I don't know whether that's because whether Cuda's just outside the busy zone or whether I'm here at a particular time of year where it is just that little bit busier, but it feels good. There's a bit of vibrancy about it, which is really nice. There's families here, little kids here because it's school holidays, and there's couples here, and it's just sort of, there's a lot of shopping going on, people buying the fake goods and the sunglasses and the watches. No CDs, of course, but it just reminds me of the days of old, and that feels quite nice. Okay, we've arrived at Jalan Melati. You turn right, that's down to the beach. But if you go up here and turn right, you go down to, I think it's Jalan Lebak Bene. I've got to watch out for this guy along the footpath here. Yeah, Lebak Bene. That's the one that goes straight down through the middle of Cuda. So we're still in Legian at the moment, but we're getting pretty close to where Cuda starts. Now, I haven't been down this road for such a long time, so it's going to be interesting to see what's down there, see what it's like. I used to love going down this little laneway and exploring, and there used to be some warungs down there. There was some cheap accommodation too. I used to stay at a really dirt cheap place down here with a fan and like a foam bed and bars on the windows. And like it was like $5 a night or something. I remember one of the last times I was in this place, I was actually writing guidebooks. And I had to go and review hotels and restaurants and warungs all around this area. So I got a really good feel for it many years ago. I had a good feel for this whole area. And I still understand where things are sort of located, but of course things change as well. The businesses change, the warungs change. The vibe's still quite similar, but I guess the main thing is that when businesses change or age, you can't really have the same reliance on those places anymore. And I guess it's like if you've not been to a particular destination, like for example, if you've been here 15 years ago and you plan to have another trip here, you are going to have to redo your research on what places you like because things will have changed.
Hi.
Hello.
Halo. Yes, YouTuber.
Yeah, bikin konten.
Ya, bagus.
Yeah.
Come to Bali.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah.
Bali sepi atau Bali ramai?
Half.
Half. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. There you go. It's half. It's not busy, not quiet. We're coming up to Jalan Benesari, which is the border of Cuda and Legian, I think, from memory. That was always my memory of it, but I might be wrong on that. That there is a car park now, but what that used to be an Italian restaurant there about 15 years ago. Looks like it hasn't been there a long time as well, but I used to go to that place because it had really fast internet back in the day. I mean, it would be really slow by today's standards, but by Bali standards back then, it was like 10 times faster than everything else. And it's a bit of a shame to see it's gone because they did have nice coffee and food there as well. As we walk down here, the memories come flooding back of previous trips to Bali, and there's some of your formational trips for many people are in the back gungs of Legian and Cuda, and that's what I'm feeling right now. I remember so many vivid experiences down here. Just an amazing place, especially when you're not really used to Asia very much. It's sort of a good jumping off point to just sort of dip straight into it and get into the chaos of Cuda. I kind of like it. I mean, I've grown out of it, that's for sure, but there's that thing there that really, that nostalgia really sort of brings it back when you're down here and you remember some of the little hotels you used to go to, guest houses. I'm actually keeping an eye out for that guest house I used to stay in, but it feels like it was in there somewhere, and there doesn't seem to be buildings there anymore. So it could have easily changed so that the building doesn't exist anymore and you're never going to find it. But, you know, like for example, there's a 4 Points by Sheraton coming up, which looks to be well established, and some of you have probably stayed there before, but I've never seen it before. I've never been down this road when that has existed. So it easily could have been in this section, and it just is unrecognisable. So, but that's a really nice hotel. Hello. What's your name?
My name is Castro.
Castro. I know where you're from.
I'm from East Timor.
East Timor. Timor.
Yes.
Do you speak Indonesian?
Yes.
You do speak Indonesian as well?
Yes, but I live in Bali.
How long have you lived in Bali?
15 years.
Oh, okay. And do you speak Portuguese?
A little.
A little bit. Well, is there a local language that you speak in East Timor as well?
Yes, Tetu.
What is it called?
Tetu.
Tetu.
Yes.
Oh, right. And why did you come to Bali? Working. Is there better opportunities in Bali than East Timor?
I don't know what I said.
So do you go back to Timor for holiday?
No.
You not yet? Yeah. It's expensive from here, isn't it, to fly to Timor? Yeah. Well, hopefully one day you can get back to visit your family in East Timor. Thank you, Castro.
Okay. See you.
See you, mate. Nice people. They got East Timorese. Interesting. The gangs of Cuda are as chaotic as I always remember. There's bikes zipping up and down, and always guys asking if you want to get a lift, and that always used to be the case. And you've got guys sitting on the side of the road having beers, and then there's bars, there's massages, and all sorts of stuff going on. It's pretty good. In a lot of my previous videos, I've talked about the word RINDU, that longing you have for a place or some people, that yearning in the heart, that pull back to a place of a time that you remember when you were a different person. And interestingly for me, Cuda does not have any RINDU attached to it at all. I don't feel RINDU to Cuda. When I'm here, I think, yeah, I remember some of those old times, but I don't feel that pull, you know? For me, when it comes to Indonesia, the pull is less about an individual place or a specific place or even a specific time or people. It's more general than that, and I'm not sure if it's the same for everyone else. And if you've got your own feeling of what RINDU really is for you in Bali, love to hear what it is. Is it about a particular town, a place, a time, people, or is it more general than that? A general feeling of yearning in your heart for Bali that's not tied to a specific town like Cuda or Legian. Okay, we're moving fast now. We're on to Jalan Poppies 2 or Gang Poppies 2. The original Poppies 2. It's actually a few more cars along here than I'd experienced in the past, which is interesting. On my channel over the past few months, we've been talking a lot about footpaths in Bali, and in particular in Sanur, how they've been redoing the footpaths and how dangerous it is. And I have a keen recollection of a moment when I fell into a hole. I think it was either on this road or one similar to this around here in Cuda, and I really injured my leg badly. If it was in Australia, I would have gone and had stitches, would have gone to the hospital. It was like a cut that went down to the shin bone. And it got a bit of sand in there and everything. I went to the beach. I just sort of put pressure on it and stopped the bleeding, and then went to the beach and hung out for a while. It happened at night with no light. It was pitch black. I just walked straight along like this, bang, and I was in. And then the next morning I went and got antibiotics and patched myself up good. But to this day, I don't have flesh on my shin bone in that area. It's like a big sort of divot in my shin because I fell into a ditch right here in Cuda. Sort of brings up an interesting topic, doesn't it? Do we all have some sort of battle scars from our times in Bali? Certainly if there's not physical battle scars, you've probably got some mental battle scars. Memories for a lifetime. All right, this is actually the first time I've been down Poppies 2 since that Beach Walk Mall was built. Now I know that Beach Walk Mall's been here for a long time. I've been to it once when it opened. I think that might have been, I'm not sure how long ago that was. That could have been 15 years ago as well. And I haven't been down here since because I didn't even, along here there was a big brick wall like that and then nothing over the other side from memory. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting. Sort of brings into focus how long it is that I've been away from this particular area. And down here, I mean, look at just like disgraceful down here. It looks really run down. Not how I remember it actually, but I guess it is the back fence of a big fancy mall, isn't it? A nice bit of urban decay there. Looks like something burnt down, but I'm not even sure that's the case. It might have just been, oh God, I don't even know what that is. Does that ever get completed? Or is that something that was completed and then burnt down? I don't know. It's ugly. I'm noticing on the road here, there are little piles of smashed bricks, and that building there is actually coated in brick tiles. And what's happening as that building decays slowly over the years, it's shedding the brick tiles out onto the footpath and onto the road. So if you happen to be sort of in the wrong place at the wrong time, if you happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, you're going to get cop one in the face. As I come towards the end of Jalan Poppies 2 and pop out towards the beach road, Jalan Pantai Kuta, I'm finishing up my walk today through Legian and a bit of Cuda as well. And I've really enjoyed looking back on some of the places I've been, having a look to see if things have changed, how much they've changed. The feel is quite similar, to be honest. Some of the businesses have changed and some of them have aged, but it's still a decent place to go. If you loved Cuda and Legian 15 years ago and you haven't been back since, you might just give it a try. Maybe you've changed and you've moved along. Or maybe you're still the same and you really enjoy the rough and tumble of Cuda and Legian. Thanks for coming along for the ride today, and thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all things Sanur, Cuda, Legian, Seminyak, the rest of Indonesia. I'll catch you next time, and Sampai Jumpa.